And we're back again. I'm Sean, and today we are reacting to the Melle Mel Eminem diss. Now, kind of going back about a week ago, Eminem responded on Wax to comments that Melle Mel has been making about him. Melle Mel in interviews has, and not just recently, I mean, he's been doing this for a couple years, saying that Eminem's only top 5 or considered top 5 because he's white. He's also said that he could beat Eminem in a battle. And so Eminem finally responded on a track called The Realest with his new signee, Easy Mill. And in that verse from Eminem, he made a couple of comments about Melle Mel. He made a couple of direct comments where he calls out Melle Mel's name. He talks about Melle Mel's size, the steroid use, all kinds of different things like that. He also mentioned that people are using, his color as identifying him as to whether he's top 5. And he said it's actually a reason why no one will ever say he's the best. Melle Mel has responded. And I don't know how I feel about this, because I first have to say I respect Melle Mel. The Message, I feel like, is one of the greatest hip-hop songs of all time. It changed everything. But with that being said, I don't know that Melle Mel is going to be able to rap against Eminem. Like, technically, Eminem, that's the phase of his career that he is in. He is focusing on his technical or rhyming ability. I think the biggest criticism that Eminem gets is that that's all he does anymore. He's just twisting and bending words. He's not really saying much. Kind of a criticism of his first album when all he was saying was a bunch of battle rap, horrorcore vibe bars where he was saying just a bunch of weird shit, but doing it in a way that was very different and his rhyming ability was showcased. I think that where Eminem fans really resonate with Eminem is when, he starts in Eminem Show, the Marshall Mathers LP, he starts really tackling heavier subject matters, and he really exposed a lot of his personal life to us. And so I think that's where people become lifelong legacy fans of his, because those songs help them get through a difficult time, maybe something they could relate to. And so I think that's Eminem's biggest criticism right now. I think Melle Mel's biggest criticism going into this battle is that he does sound like a hater. He sounds like someone who might be a little bitter. Now, like I said, Melle Mel is a legend. Melle Mel is the architect of this rap game in hip-hop. So you can't take that away from him. And you also can't take away Eminem's ability. Eminem is great, and he is a great MC. Is he top 5? I think it's subjective. I think everyone's top 5 is going to be different, and I don't know that you'll ever be able to give a list of the greatest MCs, because I think that depending on where you were and how you experienced the songs is going to influence and change where you would rank these artists, right? But let's get this out the gate. I respect the hell out of Melle Mel for jumping on Wax. Do I think that it's going to fare well for him? No, because I don't know that Melle Mel has been recording music at all in the last couple of years, let alone maybe the last 20 years. No, the last project he put out was in 2007, and I don't know if he's recorded since then. So I think it's going to sound dated. I don't necessarily think it's going to do anything towards Eminem, and I'm not even for sure that Eminem should respond at that point. I respect that both of them took it to Wax, and that be that. Like, let it just die out. It's done. Eminem said what he had to say. Melle Mel says what he has to say, and it's over. I feel like that's how rap beef should go. Let's get into it. Let's see what we think of Melle Mel's response back to rapper Eminem. I guess this just doesn't have a title. Okay, let's go.
It's the one. No apologies, this ain't a disclaimer. I'm the king of legend, the first Hall of Famer. Making diss tracks, I know you with that. Now everybody get ready for the kickback.
Now, this snippet I heard earlier, I actually like this snippet. I heard comments saying this sounds super dated, but I like this this intro because I think it's fitting that Melle Mel is one of the first rappers. So yeah, like it should sound like that. Now, can he do the rest of the song that way? No. I think that the rest of the song needs to sound, it doesn't have to sound newer, it just doesn't need to sound like you're the first rapper, if that makes sense.
Why you hurt? Why you mad? Now you look bad, like a roach. I'm the king of legend, the first Hall of Famer. Making diss tracks, I know you with that. Now everybody get ready for the kickback. Why you hurt? Why you mad? Now you look bad, like a roach just crawled out of your book bag. In a pack class, you lack class. Go to bed with no supper, cause you gotta suffer the backlash.
I see where he's going. He's kind of sunning Eminem. He's saying, like, you know, you're mad. Why you mad? You look bad, like a roach just climbed out of your book bag. You're gonna have to suffer the backlash, so you go to bed with no supper. Like he's kind of sunning Eminem. But like I said, this style is not going to work. It's just not. I respect for Melle Mel for jumping on a track. Like I said, you can't take away the fact that he is a forefather of this rap game. You have to show him respect. But Melle Mel in interviews has talked a little reckless. And just because he's a legend doesn't mean that he's always right. And doesn't mean that what he's saying is always true either. But he's going to have an opinion on a genre that he helped create. Like, he's going to have his opinion. And it's not wrong for him to have his opinion. But, I mean, he's made comments about Biggie. He's made comments about Jay-Z, Outkast, anyone that makes trap music. So, like a Young Jeezy. I mean, he's talked about Outkast. Like, he's mentioned all of these don't deserve to be on the top 10 or top 50 rap list. Like, he's mentioned these names specifically. I think with Eminem, once again, because of the music that he has made in the past, he resonates with his fans in a real deep level where he has stans that love everything he does and they're going to attack anybody before he even gets to them. So, but yeah, this isn't doing it. It's simplistic. Yeah.
The top 5 is cap. You the piss that's on the floor in the elevator of rap. Why you ducking on the game when you shit on my name? Why they put Pee Wee Herman in the Hall of Fame? I would give you a pound, but I break your hand. I got a lawyer so white, he will take your land. Yo, check your man, come and look at your friend. Cause I think that Eminem is popping pills again. We call him Pill Clinton or either Pill Gates. What pill did homie take to make him hate the great? Think you are, but you ain't. Still you made a mistake. Hit a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'ma give your fans one more chance to go online and re-energize that bromance. After that, say your last goodbye. Cut before I put Matthew's lights out, I'm turning up the fucking Wi-Fi. Another little kid, don't hate the greats. More white chalk, more yellow tape. Who that, who that? Melle Mel.
Yeah, this isn't going to do it. This isn't going to do it. I do like how it started and I do like how it ended. But like I said, I respect Melle Mel for jumping in the ring. And I think this is just where it ends. I do not think that Eminem needs to respond to this. I don't believe he will. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to hit the bell. What do you think? Do you think that this diss from Melle Mel does damage to Eminem? And do you think that Eminem should respond? I do not think that this diss from Melle Mel did damage. I also don't think it hurts his legacy. I think, if anything, it just shows that, yeah, I respect Melle Mel for jumping in the ring. Like, now, if your performance isn't there, that is what it is. I don't think this embarrasses Melle Mel. I don't think it takes away from his legacy or anything he's done. But I do think that his comments have, I don't want to say they tarnish, because I don't think you can tarnish that. But I just think that his comments aren't resonating with people, and it's going to push them away. But likewise, I think the more that Eminem pokes into that white rapper stuff, it's gonna push people away from him too. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'm gonna see you next time.